Here we go. Moderation. This includes my shoulder held. Oh, I don't know. Don't know what that means. Oh, why do they always change things? Okay. No idea. Hello, Jodie, my lovely. Here we go. Hello, Addison. How are you? Tina, if you go back up in the chat, my lovely, it says how much they are for 10 cards, 15 cards and 20 and the link. Thank you, Addison. Addison, can you put in there as well what I don't cover, my lovely, while you're there? Thank you. Okay, Tina, my lovely, what is your question? And which deck would you like me to use? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Tina, are you there, my lovely? Okay. Are they in spirit, I assume? Are they in spirit or here? Just confirm, this is a spirit message, is it, that you want me to bring through? Can you also, if it is a spirit message, can you just put their names, just the first names, my lovely, so I can connect with your mum and your grandparents. Okay. Just give me your mum's name, because if your grandparents are with them, then she will link me into them when she comes through. Just give me your mum's name. Just her first name. Yes, Cece. Tina, what's your mum's name, my lovely? Just so I can tap into her energy and she'll bring through your grandparents with her. Jean Helen Ernie. Brilliant. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting two messages. The first thing she's saying is she appreciates all the work that you've done. So I don't know if you had to look after her before she passed away, or whether there's things you've been taking care of since her passing, but she is thanking you for all the work that you've done. And also, I don't know if you've got a issue with work, if you work and you've got a problem around work, because I feel she's around you in that situation as well. Okay, yeah, work as well with around either her funeral arrangements or her, if she was ill leading up to her passing here. This is my sort of ill card or passed over card, funeral card for me. So she's appreciating the work that you've done. But I still feel that there may be a work situation around you that you're stressing over, or you're finding something hard work in your life that you're stressing over as well. But she is around you in that. Okay. She's telling you here as well that she's around you. I don't know if you've got a sister, or there's another woman in the family that you may be finding things difficult with at the moment, or you've had a difficult time with this person, a female, I'm feeling it is. But she's just asking you to be more confident, to come from a loving energy in that situation rather than a negative energy in that situation. Okay, and again, she's around you helping you to get through this. It may be somebody at work, it may be somebody in the family here. There's too many. Let's bring in these. She's saying that she's safe, she's passed over okay, she's fine, that hang on. If she was ill before her passing, then she's saying she's feeling on top of the world now. Okay, she's perfectly healed, she's perfectly fine. So she's not got those physical problems anymore. Okay, so she feels free, she's perfectly fine. She thinks the world of you as well. She's saying, I think the world of you. Tell her, I think the world of her. I don't know if you're thinking of going on a holiday, or you've been thinking of a holiday that you had with her, or you're thinking of moving, but she's around you in whatever that is as well. She keeps saying you're very creative. I don't know if you paint, if you draw, if you're just very, good with your hands, very creative at making something. But she's saying you're very creative. Now, there's something with a man here. Now, I don't know if this is a partner of yours or whether it's your dad or her partner if she wasn't with your dad. Bring me more on who this man is. There's some kind of disappointment or letdown around this man. So I don't know if it's a partner or somebody that you're with that's you feel that they've let you down, or you feel disappointed by them in some way, or whether it's a father. I don't normally get this out as a father card, so I feel it's you may have a brother who you feel has let you down or disappointed you in some way. But again, she's around you. She's saying, whatever you go through, I'll always be around you. Let me bring in these before I bring in your grandparents. Anything else, Jean? Yeah, she just wants you to think more positively than negatively. Sort of seeing that the pint glass is half full rather than half empty. She might be saying that you are very positive, okay? But if you do tend to go more on the negatives, then be more on the positive. Come from loving energy, gratitude energy, rather than the lower human energies that we have. But she knows that you think about her all the time. Again, she's around you, she's saying. And again, appreciating the work that you do, what you've done and what you did. Okay, you're a hard worker, and she definitely appreciates that as well. Let's try and bring in your grandparents here. I just want you to know, Tina, that when I'm doing a channeled message, a private video one for you, it is more cards because it costs more. Okay, but obviously for the live, this is just a brief encounter, if you like, with them. Okay, this is your grandmother coming through first. Okay, to say again that she's fine. They're all together. They don't always stay all together. Okay, but they do, come in, catch up with each other, if you like. Just like if you were here, okay, unless you're living under the same roof as them, you know, but even then we go out or we go into different rooms. Okay, so it's the same in spirit. Oh, she's saying she's with the granddad here as well. Okay. I also don't know if you feel them around you, like you might feel that somebody's touched your hair or drawing me to your hair. So I don't know if you feel them like touch you or get a tingling sensation on your head, or you've done something to your hair lately that they are saying that you've had done. They're saying here about worrying about money. Okay. But again, they're around you, trying to help you here. Just don't worry, you know, try to be more positive, rather than negative. They know that that's difficult when you're worrying or stressing, but try to, so for me personally, what I will do is I will say that I'm happy and grateful for the things I already have. And then I will say I'm happy and grateful for the things that I want as if I already have them. So I'm so happy and grateful that I always pay my bills on time, that I've always got more than enough money, that, you know, as if it's already done, rather than worrying and stressing, because then something will always turn up to save the day. I don't know if you've got children as well, or there's grandchildren around from another sibling of yours, but there may be, this may not be you, this may be if you've got a sister or another family member, a woman who's worrying about a child, the cost of a child, you know, perhaps the child wants to do something, but again, they're around this situation. There may be something being said as well, and they don't like what's being said. Again, because it's a negative rather than a loving positive. So I don't know what that's about. Can you bring me in more what that's about, please? Maybe something is being said to this child here. No, they're just saying move on from it. Don't let it, don't give it energy. Okay, just come from it with loving energy here. I know what they're trying to say because I deal with this all the time. But for people who are going through it, it's hard to shift your thoughts from the anger or the worry or the stress or the resentment or whatever to trying to be from a love and light energy. But I know what they're saying here. This is indicating the three of them together as well, but they're saying there could be a celebration or some social event coming up this year, or you've just had something, but they're around you in this. And also, again, you know, swords are your thoughts. So they're saying don't trap yourself in what you're thinking. Come from what your heart wants, not what your thoughts are telling you, okay? They all want you to just think about the good times that you all had together. They know that you miss them, but they are still around you, okay? Just like when you think about somebody and they call you, we're all connected by energy. Even though their physical body isn't here, they're still there. So you can talk to them Ask for a sign from them. It may not be instant, but you might hear a song words or see a poster or something. You will know that they are around you because you will have confirmation from them within a day or 2 or 3 days. Okay, just talk to them like normal. They're here. Think of them, talk to them in your mind, talk to them out loud if you want. Okay, that you're still connected with them. Yeah, they're guiding you to see them as your team spirit. Okay, your team spirit is there egging you on and rooting for you. Okay, and they're guiding you towards better things is what they're saying here. Okay, things to be more calmer in the family as well. Right, it's way more than 20. Okay, so I hope that that helps you, my lovely. Just know that they're around you. Just come from a more positive energy, which will attract more positive things to you rather than worrying and stressing. But they know that they miss you. Your mum definitely appreciates the work that you've done and loves you very much here. Okay, just bear with me, all of you who've just paid for readings. I just want to put these back in, as I've used quite a lot of them. Also, when I do channeled messages in the chat, I'm not prepared sort of thing because it takes, you know, when I'm doing the private ones, I have time to relax and chill out and focus, shift my energy, if you get what I mean. But when it's the live chats, I'm asked all sorts of different questions. So I'm tapping into living energy, passed away energy, situations, okay? So, but as long as that's giving you something in the live, then what you got? Thank you. Definitely helped me. Good, 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 good. As long as you got something from it. Reshma as well. How do I do private long readings for yourselves? Not done this before. If you go into the description box below any of my videos, even this live, you will see a link to my webpage. Okay, and then go to channeled messages and read about it there, my lovely. If it's from Spirit, if it's just a general reading or whatever, they're on the prices page. Reshma, my lovely, which deck do you want? Thank you, Addison, my lovely. Hello, Neela, as well, sorry. Thank you for all the likes as well, and welcome to anybody who's watching. Okay, thinks you're being harsh. But also, or being firm, okay, because you're sticking to what you want. Remember, it's your movie. Doesn't matter what he's, even by the fact that you're still asking what's he think and feel about it is showing me that you're still thinking that it's up to him. No, what do you want him to think and feel about this? You're writing the script, okay? You're writing his part in it. You're not giving him any options. If you want him to play the part as your husband or your partner, you're not seeing him as anything else. You're wavering, okay? So, and it's showing me in the question that you're asking, what does he think and feel about me? Well, what do you want him to think and feel about this? Because he only thinks and feels this about the situation, what you're thinking and feeling about it. So although he sees you as putting your foot down with this, okay, he is also energetically his higher self. We're not interested in the 3D one, okay? That's you who's still focused on that 3D one that's not conforming how you want, okay? He's telling you as well to, again, cut out the thoughts that are not serving you. See you in the situation that you want, okay? If you want to be with him, then see yourselves as already together, and not allowing your fears to keep coming in. Things being revealed and you're reacting to them because you're still in the old script. Remember, for all of you listening, there is a version of your SP, your specific person, who wants to be with you. You're already together. Remember, you're not changing their timeline. You're changing your timeline to match the reality where the two of you are already together. So everything has to be done within you. If you're still looking outside of yourself, wondering what they're thinking, feeling, and what they're doing, you've missed the point of it. You're not going to see the changes. They're going to keep showing up as the old version of them. This is what I was trying to get across on my Instagram tonight. Okay, yeah, focus on what you want. It's your world. Your SP, Reshma, is just showing up based in your reality, based on what you're expecting from him, how you keep seeing him, the part you're giving him to play. Yeah, again, he's reminding you, you're the magic wand, not him. You're holding the magic wand. What is it you desire? What is it you want? How many success stories do you hear where their SP is telling them, no, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you. I want to be with somebody else. I don't love you. I'm not interested in you. I don't give a fuck about you, okay? But they go within. They change the story within themselves. No, my SP is showing up as a version that I want them to, who is loving, doting, supports me, does, thinks the world of me, will do anything for me. So his higher self is reminding you of this. You're tapping into the old energy, the old script of the version that you've already created. That version cannot change until you change the version of him within, and you only stick to that script that you've written for him. Yeah, see him as coming passionately towards you. See him coming towards you as the person you want him to be. And that takes blind faith. Okay, this is his higher self telling you all of this. You walk by faith, not by sight. She's blindfolded. She's fighting off the thoughts, swords. Okay. Every shuffle, I'm asking your SP with his name. Obviously, I don't want to say it on here. Your SP's thoughts towards you. and feelings. But look what he's coming out with. It doesn't matter what his thoughts and feelings are in the 3D. His higher self is telling you you're not tapping in and tuning in to the version that you want, because you keep coming back to the old version that's not what you want. You can't change that version, my lovely. He's already complete through your previous expectations and assumptions. You have to go within and stick to the script of the new version that you're only willing to see. And when things come up en route, you stick to your guns like you are doing, because he's thinking, oh, harsh, or that's a bit like she's not budging on this. No, why should you? It's your reality. You're not interested in what the 3D version's doing. Okay, I don't give a crap what he's doing in his reality, but in my reality, he's showing up how I want him to. So he's either paying me back the money, he's either doing this, or he's doing that. Okay. Yeah, you know, why are you giving him options? You're not giving him options. You're writing the script. This is how you're showing up in my script. And this is the only script I'm sticking to. Anything else is an old script. The old script is still playing out. We're not, that's the horror movie. That's the horror movie script. We're having the nice romance script here, or the he does everything that I want him to. Because remember, he does not have free will in your reality. In his reality, do what he likes. Your realities are totally separate. Yeah, you know, have him coming forward as the version that you want, speaking his truth, telling you what you want to hear, the way you want him to be. Yeah, instead of being all sort of tied up in your thoughts about this, or thinking that he's got you over a barrel in some way. No, he hasn't. It's your person. You make the rules. Yeah, take action in your thoughts. And then watch them brew. Okay, you're thinking your thoughts. This is what I want. This is my script. Okay, I'm sticking to the script, and then it will come into fruition. But you're just causing your own waiting by keep reacting to the 3D and the events that have happened in the past, especially regarding finances. But your financial security and emotional security is in your hands, not his. So Spirit is saying elaborate more on that. Okay, so in the 3D, you're saying to him, I want this, that, and the other. It's not going to work. You have to go within, and through one of the other laws of the universe, the law of thought transmission, you see him in front of you in your mind's eye, and you're saying, you will put that money in my account, because you want to put that money in my account, because you know it's the right thing to do to put the money in my account. You're doing it all internally, my lovely. You're not doing anything in 3D. You know, whenever I want anybody to do anything, I never ask them. Unless it's something simple like, can you pass me the remote control or something like that. But what I'm normally doing is, right, if I want this from them, I'm assuming I'm the version of me that they've already done it. So I might be thinking, thank you for putting that money in my bank account. That was so prompt and swift of you to do that in my head. I'm not doing anything in 3D. I'm not even opening my mouth and asking them, because I know that everybody is me pushed out. What I'm thinking about them is how they're going to show up. They're just a reflection of my thoughts. Yeah, union. Okay, you're still operating in the old script of separation and that he's pissing you off, basically. Okay, no, you're together. Nope. I'm going to the reality where we're together because I am the version of me who is respected by him, who gets all the attention, where he thinks the world of me and will do anything for me, loves me, adores me, spoils me. Yeah. Free yourself from the old script, any thoughts, any emotions, anything that is not in alignment with what you want, and don't take no for an answer internally. Okay, we're not taking no for an answer in your reality. You're making the rules. He's you pushed out. So how do you want him to think? How do you want him to feel? How do you want him to act? What do you want to hear him saying to you? What do you want him doing? Okay, he does not have free will in your reality, my lovely. Again, they're bringing this more through as to stop going over the old story, the past story that you had. They're saying they're not doing this necessarily as a past life. They're just saying you keep holding on to the past story and the unwanted version. Yeah, with the unrequited love, where he's obviously doesn't want to be with me. You're wavering, they're saying. You've got 1 foot in the old script, 1 foot in the new script. Which is it? Are you going to keep going back to the old script, or are you going to go to the new script and stick to that no matter what? You're not taking no for an answer internally. Having that playful energy, yes, and seeing it as a new love and the true love that you want. Remember, you're perfect as you are. What's not perfect is the story you're telling yourself. The thoughts you're thinking, that you think he's thinking about it. It doesn't matter. It's got nothing to do with him. It's never about what you want or who you want. It's who you are seeing yourself as, the version of you that you're seeing yourself as. The version that has what she wants, or the version who doesn't and is fighting this, and they are being stubborn and they're not giving me what I want. You don't do anything in 3D, my lovely. Yeah, and that comes down again to sticking to your he's driving me back. Again, you've got to come back to your self-love. No, I'm the prize. I'm the operant power. Everything I want is already there for me to have. Even if you decided today, Reshma, my lovely, that you didn't ever want to see him or talk to him again, there's still a reality, a timeline where you're together. You are the one that only has free will to choose what you want to do. But the pain is just coming from your confidence here, because you're still attached to the old story. You're still reacting to that 3D version that you've already created as the monster, if you like. The bogeyman in your movie. Not your Prince Charming. Take your focus off him. How do you want him to feel? What part is he playing in your movie? What script are you giving him? And you stick to that script. Because you're creating it. You're writing the script and the characters in it. And whatever you keep going back to, whichever script you keep going back to, the universe is giving it to you, and then you're like, oh, I don't like this, it's too painful. Remember, you're perfect as you are. What's not perfect is the script you keep going back and aligning with. Only think about what's going to give you pleasure and release the old that's not serving you, so that you can have your abundance. But you have to trust and walk in faith, not by sight. There's nothing to change in the 3D. It's already been completed. It's the old script playing out. Let it play out, okay? Thank you. Right, go on out, Meg. Go on. Again, even if he was in the chat, even if he was sat in the room beside you, you're both in different realities. Okay, it has, again, my lovelies, I cannot stress enough. It does not matter what other people are doing. It's how you want them to act towards you, how you're seeing them. There was another story I was listening today where a woman had problems with a work colleague, never pulled their weight, was totally awful, lazy. She was having to do her work as well, and she was going to the boss complaining. She was complaining to the girl about it. You're so lazy, you're not helping me out here. I'm doing all the work. And what happened? Absolutely nothing. It just got worse. When she realized that she had to change the story within, the woman changed. And it took literally hours because she stopped reading the old script. She went in with herself and she was like, you know what? No, she is so helpful. She pulls her weight. She's a solid team member. She's reliable. I can count on her. And the woman, they had a meeting. They went into a meeting about something else. And then she came out of the meeting a totally changed person. Everyone is you pushed out. Drop the old script. Stop reading it. Stop going back to it. Stick to the new one. And don't let the other one take you back. Okay. Cece, which pile do you want, my lovely? Which decks? Chewy's mum, where you're asking, does my mum watch over me? Of course she does. They're all people who we've lost are always watching over us. We're all connected by energy. Just because they're not physically here, we're all energy. No, Neela, you haven't. I'm just waiting for Cece to do which deck she wants. Then you're next, Neela. First deck for you. Okay. I didn't quite understand your question here. I was focusing on my work till I got triggered by my friend. I'm not understanding what you're saying there, because you've had no connection. You've been in no contact with your SP for a long time. Are you saying that he's wanting to give you two a chance, or he's finally come back in but says he wants to be with somebody else? I'm not. Just clarify that for me. What you're saying there, my lovely. But I'll be asking the cards anyway. And so I met my friend who acts like my Miss SP didn't talk to a girl he had a connection with for months. Now he decided to go on holiday and give him and her a chance. Okay. That's nice. Ooh. Yeah, but I'll put that in both because it's a bit better. So I'm happy for him, but I got triggered a bit. Just made one, like, even if he is reaching out to his girl after he treated the girl. Yes, good. Yes, be happy. Okay, so very strong messages here for you. Let me just do one of these. Okay, so excuse me. With that situation with your friend, you know, who's similar to your SP and that, see that as a positive. Say, oh yeah, if that's happened to them, then it's happening to me next. I'm the next success story. Okay, this is just showing to me that I'm next. Okay, remember, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning. Now, straight away, he's telling you here, I dream about us together again. Our hearts are still connected. We're a perfect match. You're still connected by energy. Okay, the exchange of energy depends on where your thoughts are. In that, I need, I want, hurry up. Where is it? Or it's done, he's mine. I'm the version of me that has everything I want. I always get what I want. I'm in the loving relationship. Okay. So he's telling you again, you know, you're the one choosing eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which emotions am I going to be in? Turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you regarding this. You're the magician. Not him. Has nothing to do with your SP. He will conform to the script that you're thinking about him, my lovely. Okay, so again, we don't want any tower moments. You've had a little tower moment, okay? This is just little. This is a little tickle on the squirrel's house who's come out to say, oh, what was that? Okay, it's not the big thunderbolts and lightnings one, okay, like in the other one. This is just all nice. A little bit of going back into the negatives there. No, love yourself. Remind yourself, of course I'm the prize. I'm number one. I'm first best. Of course he chooses me. I'm the only one he's ever loved. I'm the only one. He knows that we are totally compatible. He knows, you know, see him in front of you in your mind's eye and tell him, you will contact me. You're contacting me right now. Give him orders in your head, but not from a desperate place, from a, I'm telling you because this is my reality and I'm the opera power. And you have no free will in my reality. Do it through the law of thought transmission. Okay, that's what Neville taught as well as, you know, wasn't just him. So get back on it. Turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you. Remember, you're either in the new script or the old script. You can't have one foot in each. Regarding your finances, again, and bringing that love, you know, the two of you are already together. I'm the version of me who is already in the loving, committed relationship, who's already chosen and pursued by him and wanted by him. And again, for your work situation, your financial situation, whatever, you know, you work to get money, whatever work you're doing here, you don't have to. You can just affirm that I get money from out of the blue. I don't have to work hard for money because money works hard for me. It's all the rules that you're making. Okay, so again, what are you passionate about? What are you still looking for? Because when you're still looking, you're causing waiting. Okay, we're not looking for anything. We're not waiting for things to change. We're doing everything within, my lovely. 3D's already dead. It's the old script playing out. We're not adjusting that script, we're reading the new script. Okay, focusing on us having everything that we want. Okay, you've got to release that judgment. Release the judgment, the old story as well. Okay, because you are good enough. You've already got all the finances you want. So again, with the things that you've lost at work, I would be telling myself, no, those things are coming back to me. And I would imagine having a conversation with somebody saying to me, oh, you found so-and-so. Yes, I found it. It's come back. It was there all the time. Okay, again, you're putting your power outside of yourself. There is nothing and no one creating your reality except you through your thoughts and the meaning you're giving to things. So again, release anything in both that is not serving you, my lovely. Okay? And if the other one still got triggered you with the other situation, what, you know, look at it honestly, brutally. Well, what triggered me about it? Because I thought, was it a happy trigger? Because, oh, if they've done it, then there's, you know, it's going to happen for me in my SP. You know, look at it. Or was it a negative that needs to be turned to the positive? Okay. The only bogeyman in your movie is you. The only baddie in your movie is you. Your thoughts, your imagination is the only real reality. And you have to live in that imagination of you already having it as the version who's already got it in the reality where it's already done, for it to change in the 3D to reflect back to you. Remember, the 3D is just a reflection, it's the mirror. I don't do anything in 3D other than live through it in the day. Okay, if there's anything I want, I am on my strict mental diet. And every time I wander back to the old, no, I am not going into that reality. I'm going to the reality where I've already got everything I want. Okay, because I am the version of me that has everything I want. I'm the version of me that has my loving relationship. I'm the version of me that has all the money I want. And I stick to that, and then the 3D will catch up and bring it into my awareness, into my physical realm. You do it within first, and then it comes in the physical. So reminding yourself, you're perfect as you are. What's not perfect is the silly thoughts I keep having that are not in alignment with what I want. Let's just do one of these. I didn't do one of these for you. No, the how and the when's got absolutely nothing to do with you. It's not your job. It's not your business. Take your nose out of it. Yeah, again, self-love. You know, you are worthy and deserving of everything you want. If you can think of it, it's already yours. Okay. Again, let me read out that quote. I think I read it out on Instagram anyway. Yeah, blah, I haven't got it here. It's buried. Go back to the Instagram with the one that it had about I am the operant power in it. That what you want is already yours to have, but it's your ego, logical brain coming in telling you that it's separate from you. I think it was the second, when I showed the 4 yellow stickers, it was the second one I read out. After the story you're telling yourself is what's manifesting. Okay, Neela, my lovely. Okay, what's your question, sweetheart? Again, for you, turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you. In other words, everything that is in the opposite of what you want, turn your back on it. We're not interested in that story anymore. Walk away from it. Move on. Drop it. Let it go. We're not focusing any more energy on it. Again, you know, it's all about what you're telling yourself, what you're thinking and telling yourself. So if you think he's spying on you, then he will be spying on you. Because that's the meaning you're giving. That's the part you're giving him. He's spying on me, or I think he's spying on me. So even if he hasn't done it yet, he will do over the next few days. Okay? Again, focus on yourself here. He might contact your mother again. He might be going through your mother again. But again, you know, you're not your mother. You're you. You're not in your mum's personal reality. It's not your mum's thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. It's your beliefs and assumptions. You don't have to identify with them anymore. But I feel that he will, you know, you might hear from your mum that he's contacted her again. Yeah. Again, you know, you're not separate. You're not out in the cold. You're not separate. And again, you know, looking at the worst, what you don't have instead of what you do have. Yeah, so even that, look, you could give that the meaning. Oh my God, my mum is always right. Of course, you know, oh my God, if my mum has said that he's going to propose to me, then he's going to propose to me. Oh my God, it's a done deal. You know, take anything and turn it to your advantage. You're making the rules, Neela. But if you're looking at this saying, oh, she's always fucking wrong, she's talking through her butt or whatever, then it's, you know, use everything as a positive. Yeah, see this as a new start, a new journey. Okay? You know, stop seeing yourself as going without. No, you're setting off on the journey with your new story. Be positive, leave the thoughts behind. Remember that other deck, the pink deck with the door at the top, taking the new story with you, not keep going back up and opening the door to the old story. Okay, you're the magician. Leave what's not serving you, the thoughts behind that are causing the stalemate situation. Leave them behind. Not interested. Yeah, you know, you're just struggling against your own world that you're creating here. Also, I feel that he is wanting to see you. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you was on the moon. If you are assuming that you're together, then he would have to find a way to be there, because the world has to maneuver to your assumptions and your thoughts. So again, if you're having thoughts, yeah, but I've moved, so he probably wouldn't come here. No, he can go anywhere. You can have, be, do, and go anywhere. Your SP can have, go anywhere you want them to go. You just have to assume it's already done. You're not figuring out the how and the when. Just like that woman who went on the blind date. Okay, and then several months later had moved away and decided that she wanted that person she'd been on a blind date. She just, every night as she fell asleep, this is wonderful. I am Mrs. So-and-so. I am Mrs. Bob Smith, Mrs. J.E. in her case. Okay, a month later he found her. He has to. That is how the law works. If she was assuming that she was his wife, then no matter what happened, whether it took one person or 1,000,000 people to shift to bring her what she wanted, it had to be, because that was her assumption. And well done on your scholarship as well. I know you've already told me you've done it. Let me not continue with those. Let me just bring one of these. This is not how he's feeling. Okay, so I don't want you to get triggered by this. What he's showing me it for, and I know why Spirit is showing me it on his behalf as well through his higher self, is to remind you that it's a reflection. So when you're feeling angry or upset, then he will be feeling that. When you're feeling that he loves you and adores you, then he will be wanting to be with you. Okay? Yeah, and again, he's saying, I'm so sorry. I know I've messed up. Can you forgive me? I don't blame you if you can't. Okay, when you think about it, I'm already forgiven. Of course I am, because I didn't know back then that I am the creator of my reality. I didn't know that. I gave my power away. Okay, but now I know that it's all me, nothing else, because it's my personal reality. I'm the boss. I make the rules. Nothing has a meaning until I give it one. Okay, shift your energy, my lovely. Then that's where you have to drop that story now. You keep bringing it back in. It's done, Neela. You're not going back to the past. Stop going back to the past, my lovely. You're not interested in that. Of course he's forgiven me, because I forgive myself. Okay, I'm a totally different person. I don't identify with that version of me anymore. I'm in a reality where I am the version of me that has what I want. Yeah, worship yourself. You are good enough. You are beautiful. You are perfect, and you are amazing. What's not perfect is the story you keep going back to. You keep opening the door where the bogeyman is. Why? Okay? Yeah, think of yourselves as already being together. He's already yours. He's right there behind you, whispering in your ear, telling you how much he loves you. Of course I forgive you. You're all I've ever wanted. You did nothing wrong. We're not in that timeline where everything went tits up. You're in the timeline where everything's fine. Listen to all the revision stories you've heard. You know, that one that was, you know, they'd never even been with that person before. And look how, you know, had no recollection of somebody he'd been with for 10 years. Nobody did. She'd totally gone because she wasn't in that timeline anymore. She'd shifted timelines to where that person didn't exist in that timeline. Yeah, start appreciating yourself and seeing your person as appreciating you. That is always in my affirmations that I give to people. My person loves me, adores me, cherishes me, and spoils me. They compliment me, they respect me, they value me, and they appreciate me. Okay, and for yourself, I respect, appreciate, and value myself. The longest relationship you're going to have with anybody, my lovely, is with yourself. And if you don't love yourself, if you don't value yourself, if you don't appreciate yourself and show up for yourself, then my lovely, if everyone's you pushed out, nobody else will. You always go through life being let down and disappointed. Yeah, see yourself in the happiness that you want, the future that you want. The happy Neela. What's going to make Neela happy? You're the magician. Your outside world is the mirror. It's all about what you're telling yourself and telling others. Okay? See it, the balance. You're looking at what you have and not what you don't have. You're looking at the water vessel as half full instead of half empty. True love. Okay, this is the romance of a lifetime. Okay, step into your power. This doesn't mean the divine masculine. It means stepping into your power as the boss of your reality. Remember, your conscious mind is the male. Your subconscious mind is the female. So what the male is telling the female is going to loyally reproduce. You need to decide which one you want, Neela. No, the hermit in this case is telling you that you need to turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you because you're making this hard work. You're thinking the worst all the time. Okay? Of course he's thinking about you as well. If you're thinking about somebody, they're thinking about you. The way they're thinking about you is the way that they're thinking, you're thinking about them. He's an asshole. He doesn't want to be with me. He's been in no contact. He's stubborn. He told me he didn't want to be with me. He'd probably never forgive me. Then he's going to think all of those things when he thinks about you. That's why you have to think of them in the way that you want them to be thinking about you. Oh my God, he loves me so much. He's totally devoted and committed to me. He's desperate to be with me. The Gemini, I've been reflecting and thinking so much and can't move on. I don't want to ever lose you. But again, it's showing you that you're reflecting and thinking, like with that hermit. Whatever you're thinking is the reflection back. Okay, let me do another one because I don't feel that that is the true one from your Gemini. I just think it was just spirit wanting to bring that in. To remind you that it's a reflection, like the Magician and the Mirror. Okay, they're still coming out the same one. But just remember, it's the Mirror. It has nothing to do with your SP. It's the way you're expecting them to show up. It's the way that you're expecting them to treat you. It's the way you're expecting them to behave. Okay? Change the script. For those of you who are listening in that have not had readings from me before, all the people that have had readings from me are ongoing people that I've been dealing with who know about the law of assumption. Okay, that's why I'm being more. For those of you who have no idea, then Spirit will not bring it through because you're not ready to hear it. Okay, or you might hear a bit of it, but you might not understand it. It took me 6 years, okay, to understand it fully. Because I could not accept that it was just me and my thoughts that was creating what came towards me. And that I can reject stuff or accept stuff and I can change things and that nobody has free will in my personal reality. Okay, so I don't want you thinking, oh, she's a bit like reaffirming this, because they're people that I've been repeating the same to them and they're just getting in their own way. Okay, because they're still looking outside of themselves, still thinking that other people have power over them or free will. It does take a hell of a lot of commitment and dedication to yourself to change your thoughts. It's all about shifting your mindset because we're all attached by energy. Okay, so if you're science-based, for those of you who are logical and science-based, then Einstein said, everything is energy, that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want and you cannot help but get that reality. It could be no other way. In the Bible, if you're Bible-based, okay, whatsoever you desire, believe you have received it and you will. It doesn't say whatever you desire, hope, pray, cross your fingers, cross your toes, wish upon a star, wish outside of yourself. It says whatever you desire, believe you have already received it and you will. Okay, you have to give it to yourself within first. There's nothing outside of you that's going to give it to you. You have to give it to yourself and see yourself as already the person that has it. I am the person who has what I want. Linda, just stopping by to say my Virgo SP reached out after 2.5 years. I've stayed in my power, lived in the end, followed Sophia to the T. I've yet to see him, but a huge step. He said hello. Wow! Go, Linda. Go, go, go. I'm so pleased for you, my lovely. Again, time is an illusion. There is no separation. That is your logical mind telling you that it's separate from you or that something outside of you has to grant it to you. You give it to yourselves. Okay, so Linda, from now on, see him only as a version. Drop the old script. What role is he playing in your movie? Your boyfriend, your committed partner, your husband. Whatever role you're giving him, you stick to that role. Okay, so see that as a huge movement. That is amazing. Okay. And also keep going. See that as a positive. Remember, nothing has a meaning until you give it one. So say, oh my God, of course he contacted me. He's desperate to be with me. He's totally devoted and committed to me. Oh my God, I'm all he's ever wanted. He missed me so much. Okay, keep going, Linda, my lovely. Keep the momentum of the energy going in the right direction. Marina, my lovely. But well done, Linda. Remember, it's all about the story you're telling yourselves. Okay, so advice for you. Marina, which pile do you want? Linda, just like Wendy Ann, you know, she was in and out with her partner, married to him, then divorced, and he moved away, never spoke to her. You know, they're back together again. You know, she's just moved to the other side of Australia to be with him. So remember, there's already a reality where you're together. There's already a timeline where you're perfectly together, but you have to keep tapping in and tuning into that and reminding yourself you're the version who is in that loving, committed relationship. I'm the version who is totally spoilt and adored and loved by him. Don't go back to getting caught up in the 3D mechanics of it again as well. Did have to change myself. It wouldn't have worked if I... Exactly. Because your energy would have still been... You wouldn't have shifted. You know, it's taken me a lot. It has taken me a lot to keep it within and not looking at the 3D. But we're always evolving. We're always changing. You know, some weeks I think, no, I just want to do scripting, or another week, no, I just want to affirm, or whatever. But at the bones of it, it doesn't matter what technique you're using, as long as your thoughts, you're keeping a mental diet, because it's your thoughts that are creating. Okay. Wizards for you. Again, Marina, all of that you've written in there means nothing. Okay. You're just reaffirming to yourself the old story. Let all of that go. None of that matters, my lovely. That's in the old script. You're not interested in the old script. What's the new script you're writing? Okay, so again, you've got to let all of that go. That's the last time that you tell yourself any of that you've just written out. Okay, it's like when I have people come to me for coaching. You know, some people will be, this is what I want, help me to get it. Others just give me pages of email, you know, an email as long as my arm with all the old story. And I say to them, what do you want? You know, why are you repeating the old crap? It's irrelevant. You're changing it from this moment now. There is only now in time and space. Your thoughts now is the future. The story you're telling yourself. Okay, so you've just told yourself a whole load of old stuff that you don't want to ever see or experience. Okay, so you see, I'm not saying you're doing it wrong, but you see, you know, it's like if you're watching law of assumption videos and you're commenting, oh, how long did it take you? Or what did you do to get what you wanted? Or, oh, I've been trying and nothing's working for me. Look at what you're reaffirming. So my lovely, all of that is not in alignment with what you want. What do you want? You want to be in a loving, committed relationship with him at the end of the day. Or you just want to be a work colleague, whatever. Okay, but look at where your story keeps going back to. Yeah, again, sort of, this is showing because your emotions are over the place, he's going to be blowing hot and cold, rocking around here in the water, which is emotions. Okay. So when you're wavering in your thoughts, Marina, he will be wavering in his. And I have it no end of times, and you'll probably hear it on other people's channels as well with success stories. When the two get back together, okay, and they compare sort of what's happened, at the points where the client was wavering, their SP was wavering. At the times when they were like, no, we're in a loving, committed relationship, their SP was like, I really need to be with them. I really want to be with them. Okay. You came in here. I know you did. You's naughty. You are. Don't look at me with them puppy dog eyes. Right. Yeah, and again, you're focusing on the third party. What third party? I'm sorry, there's nobody like that exists in my reality. I've never seen this. Have you seen this woman before? No, I don't know who that is. I've never seen that person or heard of that person in my reality before. And there's no one like that in my SP's life. How do I know that? Because I said so. Because I am his girlfriend. And he's totally devoted and committed to me. Okay? You're just lying on your thoughts here. Worrying and going over the old story, sweetheart. Remember, you're perfect as you are. What's not perfect is the story you're telling yourself. And it doesn't take what you just drop it. You don't give it any more energy. Every time you find that you're going back to the old, you just come back to the new. No, I'm not in that reality where that crap's happening. I'm in the reality over here where I have everything I want. I'm the version of me who is in that loving, committed relationship. You can't change that, but you can change the story how you're seeing him. Okay, he has always been, I am so happy and grateful that he's always been so supportive and so understanding and caring that we lost that child. He's always been there for me, supporting me, and we've grieved together. Okay, you change his attitude towards you, how you're seeing him dealing with this with you. You can't change what happened there, but you can change the way you're viewing this. Instead of he wanted nothing to do with it, he told me it's too painful and whatever. He is reflecting you back to you, remember. Okay, they're always a messenger. Like Neville said, you know, they are showing you who you are based on your thoughts and assumptions. So start to see him as he's always been there for me. You know, we've grieved through this together. We've supported each other. We've been there for each other. Yeah, again, what's that one under? Yeah, okay, what fell on the floor here? Let me just open the door for the dog. Hang on, sorry. I expect she'll come back in again. So Spirit is reminding you here, or he's reminding you, you know, it's all the same energy. His higher self is in the spiritual realm as well, in the divine realm. So again, you know, fight off. Look at these women prodding the devil away, fighting it off. Go away, shoot. Okay, fight off the negative thoughts you've got and the fearful thoughts. The fool is usually going out, but this one is fearful. Oh, but what if? Always a long way down. What if I break my neck? What if I break a leg going down there? Oh, I'm a bit fearful. Okay, so, and then you're sat there with the old story hanging around, gathering cobwebs. Okay, and then you're like, oh, well, nothing's changing and nothing's happening. No, you're the magic wand. Everything you want is already there. You're not waiting for anything. You're just aligning with the frequency of the reality you want. Yes, my lovely. See, he came back as if nothing had happened. But then you started to go back into the old story again, prodding the, waking up the sleeping tiger. You know, you can't revise something and then when they come in having conformed to what you want and then questioning it and going back into it again, because it will come back up again. So you remember, you can't do anything wrong. What you want is there for you. It's meant for you. If you can think of it, if you want something, it's already yours. The time it takes to get it right is the time it takes it for you to get it right, to have that confidence in yourself that you can't mess up your own story. Okay, and that it has nothing to do with anybody else. Yeah, you know, again, look, if you want aces are what? New starts, new beginnings. So what are you passionate about? What do you want? What do you desire? Because you're the one holding your desires in your hands. Swords are your thoughts. What's it got round it? The victory wreath. Be on your mental diet, my lovely. Fight those thoughts off that are not in alignment with what you want. So what I do is nope. Okay, no. I am the version of me that has the loving, committed relationship with my SP. I am the version of me that has all the money I want in my bank account, but I don't go checking the 3D. Okay, I don't go looking. I say to myself, if I'm tempted to check the 3D, I don't. I just say, I don't need to look at the 3D. I'll know when things have changed. You're not going to miss it. You'll know. You'll be prompted to take inspired action within yourself. But it will feel natural. Okay, you're not forcing anything. Yeah, so put the work in and repeat. This for me is like repeating the affirmations, repeating the new story. Yeah, that's fine. You're only getting rid of the old one. You know, that's fine. Funny enough, I had a client earlier that I said, you know, if you're in contact and they're not conforming how you want, block them. Don't, you know, you don't have to deal with them. A lot of people find it easier when they're not in their life to do the work within and work on themselves, getting that confidence and changing the story and sticking to the new story. And then their person automatically comes in as the newer version anyway, the conformed version. Yeah, so your thoughts are like these pennies. You're investing in them, aren't you? You're burying them so that they grow. They're like the seeds. Your thoughts are the seeds. You know, your financial security, your emotional security, all comes from the way you're looking at it. I haven't got any money. I'm always broke. I'm not in a relationship with him because he told me he doesn't want to be with me and he's with somebody else. Okay, it's all what you're planting is going to be what you're reaping. Yeah, the story, the beast, what's on your tongue, what you're saying to yourself or in your head. What you're saying to others as well. If you've got a friend and they're asking you and you're repeating all that old story. Oh, yeah, but he said this and he said that and he's doing this and he's doing that. What are you reaffirming? You're telling the old story again. You're self-sabotaging, blowing up your own movie, having those disaster scenes in your movie. Not that one they're saying, okay. Yeah, you're joining the dots. Your future is in your hands. You're joining the dots to where you want your future to be. What picture do you want the dots to form? Like in a dot to dot book. Okay, your future is what you're writing, what you're joining the dots and the meaning you're giving to things, a story that you're telling yourself here. Okay. But you can have him come back. This shows me he'll come back. Well, he will anyway. If you're assuming that you're already together, he will do. He is with the one who pays for all his son's medical fees. We'll change that story. There's a reality where he's with you and he's paying his own son's medical fees. Remember, everything that you want is already there. All outcomes already exist. All versions of people already exist. That was the biggest game changer for me. To know that it's already there. It's already mine. And coming across that Einstein. Neela, I wouldn't bother. You have to make the decision, not the cards. The cards are just reflecting you anyway. So reading those Einstein quotes and learning about the parallel realities and understanding them and having faith and putting it to the test. Okay, that no matter what I want is already there. I can turn my back on it, but it's already there. Okay? Even if I decided I didn't want it, it's still there. Yeah, so attract what you want. Okay, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, knowing that you're the prize, knowing that you're first best. Okay, keep an open mind. The how and the when's not your job. Okay, and your love life will ascend to a higher level of commitment. See yourself as already being together. He's not with anybody else. You're giving him to somebody else. Again, that's your limiting belief, Neela. You can have, be and do and go anywhere you like. You're the only one limiting and stopping yourself with the story you're telling yourself. Shantae, my lovely, what is your question and which pile do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? And which pile do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And Marina, remember, the techniques do not bring you what you want. The techniques are to remind you who you are. So you can script, you can do a visual, you can affirm, but if you come out of it, and then when you think about him, you're thinking of all that old story you just wrote, what are you keeping in place? Okay, that's why I say that, you know, no, I am the version of me that is this, that has what I want. Okay, so how would Jeremy react if Shantae sends him the text? Okay. So the advice from Spirit, this is advice. It depends on where your thoughts go. And they're giving you this. Okay. So they're saying swords are your thoughts. So if you send the text and you fight off any negative thoughts, okay, and you see him as, oh, he's so emotional about it. Oh my God, he really loves me, or he really wants to be with me. You will have your victory and success. Okay, so if you send it and you are like, oh my God, he's going to be bowled over with that message that's really tugs at his heartstrings. He's absolutely devoted and committed to me. He wants to be with me, or he wants to give me what I want, or he wants to be my friend, or whatever you are doing the text for. Okay, but if you start to go into, oh, but what if he doesn't like it? What if he doesn't respond how I want? Oh my God, he didn't respond in the first 5 minutes. Okay, he obviously doesn't want me, or whatever. Okay, then you're looking outside of yourself, and you're going to get hot and cold behavior from him. So Spirit is saying to you, turn your back on the emotions that have no place in the outcome that you want. How do you want him to feel? What do you want him to think? What do you want him to respond with? Okay, because the attraction is definitely there, and things can go from a friendship into something more, or to friendship if you're wanting friends first. Okay, but Spirit is saying, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take from your heart, not from your thoughts, your ego. Fight those thoughts off, and heart-to-heart conversations with each other. So only think pure thoughts. Look at the snow on this girl's head. It's pure until people walk in it and drive on it and run around in it, where it gets dirty and muddied. Okay, so make sure that your thoughts are in alignment, because everyone is a reflection of your thoughts. So if you start thinking, oh my God, he's going to hate that message, or he's going to be angry or tell me to piss off or whatever, okay, never going to talk to me again, then that's the outcome you're going to get. If you stay like, oh my God, he thinks that's amazing, of course he loves me, or of course he feels the same as me, of course he wants to be with me, you will have your victory and success. Okay, even if it's not straight away, doesn't matter. Whatever you get back or you don't get back is feedback for you to tweak, because your thoughts are energy in motion, and your thoughts create what people do back to you. So release anything that you're not wanting to see happen, okay? And only have pure thoughts about it, my lovely. So basically, Spirit is saying it will go the way that you're thinking it will go the way. If you think it's going to go totally tits up and he's not going to conform to how you want, that's the answer you're going to get. Hot and cold behavior. If you are like, no, he absolutely adores me, you're not going to react to anything, he replies, even if he replied with something negative, okay, I'm seeing that as feedback, that's old thoughts, no, okay, I'm only going to see him as the one that I want him to be. So if you fight off any negative thoughts, you focus on the outcome that you want, you focus on the connection you want, you'll have your victory and success. But if you sit there worrying and, oh my God, I wish I hadn't sent that, or what if he doesn't want me, what if he doesn't like me, what if he tells me to go away, or whatever, okay, then you're going to get hot and cold behavior from him. So turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you, because he is attracted to you. The attraction is definitely there between you, okay? And if it's just friends at the moment, it could be something more. If you're wanting to just be friends because you're attracted to him, okay, then it will go further. Yeah, again, romantic feelings. So if this is just early stages, or even whatever stage it's at, how do you want him to think and feel about you? Okay, we're coming up to the 2 hours mark. So if there's anybody watching who wants to make a payment before I come off, let us know. So I will stay on until you've done the payment. If not, if we don't hear from anybody, then I will call it a day today, because it's getting late here. For those of you who are new here, welcome, my lovelies. Go and check out the channel. I've got playlists on how to get somebody back into your life. So I've got channeled messages from people as well that may be interesting to you, and pick a card readings as well. Yes, not for Gemini. Then remember, Neela, excuse me, you have I wanted, and this is better and cheaper, then go for that one, because you've got no story with that one. The other one, you can still have the other one, but I know how you can still go and self-sabotage. Okay, so if you've got no resistance to the new one, it's in the same street, it's cheaper, go for that one, okay? But again, look at the story you're telling yourself. If you want it, it's already yours. We're not going to start second guessing. We're not going to start worrying. We're not going to say, oh, but what if I don't get picked, or what if this or whatever. No, that apartment's mine, and that landlord is giving it to me because I'm the only ideal tenant for that place. Exactly, you're the one wavering. Even if she was in love with him, it makes no difference because it's your reality and you're not giving him to your mother. In her reality, she can have him. Okay, my lovelies. I don't think anybody else is paying here. Oh, thank you for all your likes. Again, explore the channel. And I will say goodnight. Thank you, Neela. Thank you, Addison, my lovelies. Thank you to all of you that have had readings. I hope they've helped you. I know all of you that have, apart from the last lady, are ones that get readings anyway. Excuse me. Anyway, just remember it's all about the story you're telling yourselves. What you want already exists. Creation is already done. How you get to it is to align your thoughts with it as if you already have it. You're the version of you that already has it. Give it to yourself first. You're not changing anything in 3D. 3D's already done. Right. Catch up with you all soon. Love and light.